Yeah, I like when birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LjDubZero the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on back. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly who picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Geis with the carry on second down, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Carolina! Le'Veon Bell hitting double double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And he puts it through. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Cam's going to run the option right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Back to throw. Breaks through the contact. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
It's Geis on the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Gun. Great. I'm coming for you. Let's rock now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they finally get him down as he takes it up to the 44.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Newton to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll check it down to Geis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Geis, look at the spin. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Goes underneath for Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now it's Newton. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Redskins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Pushing his way through. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's rock now.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That looked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Newton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And that's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Newton finding Funches for the Panther 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run with Geis. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Crowder's got it over the middle. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a run with Geis. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It's the Redskins with the football, but the Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fielded at the 20. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Gano out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Off to Geis on the screen. And running with power here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete. Richardson has it. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On the return, it's Tate. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. This one caught by Crowder. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find it.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head